Hello, I'm Tom. Welcome to Upavon. Today in this fly tying tutorial we're going to be looking at tying a invasive shrimp pattern. Invasive shrimps have become quite commonplace in the Midland reservoirs. They're also in other reservoirs up and down the country. Originally we had the killer shrimp at Gratham, and then later we got the demon shrimp, which are in Rutland and also Pittsford and Draycote. So the invasive shrimps are sort of in the water most of the year. However, as we enter into the autumn and the winter, what tends to happen is the sort of buzzers, corixa, damsels that the fish feed on, they don't really sort of hatch out and aren't active in the winter months, whereas the shrimps are still quite active. So the fish certainly switch onto them, and it's a great food source for the fish that are trying to pack on weight during the winter months. Helps keep them in great condition. So this is a little variant that I've used in matches. Really good, catches a lot of fish. So in the vise we've got a B175 equivalent. This is the one from Fario. This is a size 12. I'm going to use the Black UTC 70 denier thread. I'm actually going to use two threads, but this is the one I'm going to start with. So catching halfway down, trim away, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up towards the eye, because I'm going to tie in some breathers. Now, got a partridge feather here. I've just trimmed away the flue at the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the fibres, bring them 90 degrees away from the stem, just pull them away. And these are going to go over the eye, facing forward. I'm going to give us that nice breather that you see on the natural shrimps. So I'm going to go now towards the back of the hook, touching turns, stop where the barb would be. The reason that this is on a straight hook is I like to fish these on the droppers, and curved hooks spin if you're going to move them, and occasionally when you're in the shallow water where a lot of the shrimp feeding happens, you do need to move the flies and suspend them on a washing line and actually figure eight them so they're not going to hit the floor. So hence why it's on a straight hook, so it doesn't spin your droppers. Same again for the breathers at the back. 90 degrees away from the stem and pull away. And then that is going to be the rear breather, and just trim away the excess there. Now for the sort of back of this fly, we're going to use some Shellback. So this is the Upavon Scud back in black. It's a latex material. I'm just taking a length of it here, and this is going to go on the back of the fly. I'm going to trim myself a little point just to help catch it in, because it's quite wide. I'm going to catch that in on the top, and then I'm just going to pull it tight and work my way back as I'm pulling it tight towards the back of the hook where the breathers are. So that's that in. Now the rib of this fly and also the body, I'm going to use the sort of Tyers Mate Nymph thread. This is the metallic range. This is the gold. Sort of bobbing because I'm going to use it for the head. I'm actually going to finish the fly with it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with a slight wrap and then just catch in the material here. Just working my way up, catching it in so it's nice and secure. And I'm just going to park the bobbin over the back of the vise. I'm going to utilise that later. I'll just trim away that bit there. Now for the body of this fly, I'm going to use the Upavon Hybrid Hare dubbing. This is a squirrel and hare mix. It's really leggy, lots of long fibres in there, and I've got myself a nice pinch of it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dub this on. I'm going to dub on quite a bit because I'm going to go in with the dubbing brush and brush away and make it really leggy. Quite a loose dubbing brush, don't want it too tight because again I want it to come off that thread. So touch turns going on, and then we'll go back down the body towards the back and then back up. Take that wrap off. It's a bit too loose, that. Just tighten that up a little bit. Just working up and down. Let's tidy that up there. So you can see it's quite a thick body. What we're going to do is we're going to go in with my trusty Velcro on a lollipop stick. I'm going to really brush this out, especially over the back, because what we're going to do is we're going to pull all of these fibres that I'm brushing down when so I'm going to come in now with the Shellback, pull the Shellback nice and tight. I'm going to go over with 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, what I've done is as I've pulled it back, I've pushed all the fibres that I've brushed out down, providing the legs like you would get on a shrimp. And then what I'm going to do is going to pull this tight, lift it up, just trim away. As I'm trimming, I'm just pulling. There we go. And then that's the Shellback on just there, like so. I'm just going to go in 1, 2, and then whip finish to get rid of this black thread. Now this is where I'm going to come in with the gold Nymph thread. Just work over the top, try not to catch too many of the hybrid Hare fibres, but we will brush it out as well. So I'm going to go in with 5 equal rib, there we go, and then I'm just going to go 1, 2 on the towards the head, and then just come in with a whip finish, and this is going to form the head. Nice little trigger point using the gold Nymph thread. So I've cut a little bit of the materials there. So again, I'm going to come in with that dubbing brush. I'm just going to brush out those fibres. Now it looks a bit of a mess, as you can see, but what we're going to do for the final step is we're going to come in with the UV resin. So this is the new UV resin from Upavon. Really good, fantastic product. Wasn't really a UV resin fan, but started using this and I absolutely love it. Sets really hard, no tack, glossy finish. It's just what you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over that Shellback with the resin. Just apply it with the dubbing needle, and then on the head of the fly, a bit more there, and just touch more towards the back here. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is come in with the Upavon UV torch, and I'm just going to set that so what you get is you get a really leggy body, and then a nice glossy back and a shiny head here, giving a really nice shrimp pattern. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are enjoying the videos we're making, if you please like and subscribe to the channel so you can get the latest updates. And for any of the materials I've used here today, please head over to the website www.upavonflyfishing.co.uk.